Hey family, it's your girl Mrs. Rains. I'm back with another video. If you are following me on Instagram, then you already know that I did a mini kitchen remodel. My husband and I worked on this over the course of a few days around my birthday. This was his gift to me. His time, his talent, his effort went a long way to making this kitchen so much more than I thought it was ever going to be. We started out with a orange oak cabinetry and just very dated. And I started out by making myself a little template of my cabinets and drawers, kind of just to be able to have a roadmap for my kitchen. I went to Home Depot to kind of take a look at what they had to offer. I checked out their prices so I could compare them to what I was finding online. Ultimately, I ended up getting my paint from Sherwin-Williams, and I ended up getting most of my other supplies from Amazon. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I painted my kitchen the color Repose Gray, so I wanted to find something to offset that. And then also I did get this crud cutter spray. It's meant to be a degreaser. I also used the method cleaner and a few supplies from Amazon to get the job done. I saw these same pulls at Lowe's and also Home Depot for 4 times the price that I found them for online. I highly recommend you do your research and get what you need from Amazon. It's still very high quality, very durable, and it has exactly the look I was going for. Each handle came with 2 sets of screws, so there was no issues there. You can kind of see here where we opened up the bulkhead and the soffit and removed some of the things that were causing problems in our kitchen. The bulkhead was kind of very heavy and obstructive. And then here I'm just showing you the cabinet doors as I tried to remove the hardware. I had a very hard time getting this hardware off. It was just years of grime and grease and dirt, and it was just very difficult. The screws ended up being stripped, so I did end up replacing that hardware here later on. I did also find that on Amazon, but just so you know, the links to most of these products will be found in the description bar. After degreasing, I labeled each cabinet door. I labeled them on the very top so that we could know what cabinet door went where. And from here, they were sanded and then prepped to be primed and painted. Here's just another look at what it looked like before we removed the soffit. And you can see how heavy and how dark and how orange this kitchen really looked. The lighting was also very bad, so we did end up changing that out. Here's a closer look at the little sketches I drew of my kitchen. I know that I'm not the best artist, but I think the sketches worked out and they got the job done. I'm pretty happy with them. I did put them on the refrigerator as kind of a command central so that we could each see what section of the cabinetry we were working with. I'm so grateful for my husband. He helped me do all of the work on this kitchen. We did the heavy lifting, he and I together, and our kids did pitch in and help with some of the finishing touches, some of the painting, and some of the rehanging the doors. I'm just showing you here how our whole house was a mess. If you're going to be doing this project, I just want you to know that your house is going to be a mess for a few days, and plan to eat out, prepare to not be able to cook meals, and we ate a lot of takeout and a lot of crock pot meals during this time. Now, we did not have handles on our doors before, so we did have to use a template to drill holes on each of our cabinet doors. The handles that we did purchase from Amazon came with the template already attached, and it was not a flimsy paper template. It was actually a very heavy-duty metal template with guides, so I highly recommend getting a template if you've never put handles on cabinet doors before, or if you don't think you're comfortable with measuring that out. Again, I had to replace those hinges, but I did find self-closing hinges that were very similar to the original hinges, but in this pretty brushed nickel color to match my pulls. And it also has a self-closing feature that I really enjoy. Our basement has a workout room, so my husband was able to move his workout equipment to the end of the room while I used the rest of the room as a painting studio for the cabinet doors. I highly recommend painting your doors someplace else so that they have a chance to cure and dry without being disturbed. You can see here the paneling we put on the back of the kitchen peninsula. And then also you can see here I had started putting the contact paper on the countertops. I know it's not the best solution, but for us this is what's going to work until we can get the countertops that we actually desire to have. I personally think it looks really nice. Here you can see my husband just working on patching up the ceiling above the counters where the soffit was. This is also the old light fixture. I kid you not, it took me forever to get that thing out of the ceiling. It was like painted on, glued on, I'm not sure what. We also had to change out the outlet covers because they were the almond colored, and we wanted to have nice white outlet covers to complement our white cabinetry. So here's the new light. I love it so much. It is a LED light. Just showing you here the difference between caulking the seams and not caulking the seams between your crown molding and your ceiling. And let me tell you something, with the new lighting and countertops and everything, this kitchen looks fantastic. I'm very happy with the progress of it. There's still a few more things that I'd like to do. I'd like to find some bar stools for the other side of that peninsula. I'd like to find a new refrigerator, obviously, something on sale preferably, and I do want something in the same appliance family. I think that'd be best for resale. And then also I'd like to find a stainless steel garbage can, but aside from that and just trying to figure out what to do with above the coffee bar, the kitchen is done for the most part. I'd just like to say, if you are on the fence about updating your kitchen, I'm telling you, get off the fence and just do it. You'll be so happy that you went through and did the work. It's so fulfilling, so worth it every time I walk into my kitchen. Just so you know, we were not drama free. The snow did make an appearance the entire time we were working on the kitchen. So even though it was blowing around and snowing outside, it was calm and beautiful on the inside. Here's just another look at what we were dealing with before. For those of you who are interested, I did move that coffee bar, and I am going to show you that towards the end of this video. It was just more space in the kitchen than I ever dreamed I would have. By moving that coffee bar to the other side of the refrigerator, it made it more accessible to the family, and when I'm in there cooking up a storm, you can still have your coffee without having to come into the kitchen and kind of have to crosswalk the person who's doing the cooking. But I can't tell you how different this kitchen is and how much better it is for our family. We actually enjoy coming in there. We enjoy sitting in there. And it's really become quite the hub of the household. I really do love it so, so much. of course, Snowball has to make his appearance, and he is enjoying the kitchen. He loves walking around and sniffing around looking for crumbs, so of course I have to keep that floor well swept. But he and the rest of the family are really enjoying it. In case you hadn't noticed, I did change the lighting over the sink as well. This is a LED light fixture that we found at Lowe's, and I love it so much. It looks just like can light, but it is an LED flush mount fixture, which just standard wiring, and it's really good for our kitchen. As you can see out the window, our eaves run right over to that area, so a can light there would not work out. Now this is the overhead light that we chose. It's also an LED fixture, and that means no light bulbs for me for my kitchen. It is on a dimmer switch, which I love so much because in the morning I'm not all for a super bright light, so I can kind of gradually increase the light as I'm preparing for it. And here is a blind that we added to the window. I actually found this half price at Lowe's, so by all means shop those clearance tables. It just happened to be the proper size for my window, and it's so convenient in the morning. I also added under cabinet lighting, and it comes with a remote. It was so convenient and easy to install. I actually found this on Amazon as well. You can actually purchase this at Home Depot and I believe also at Lowe's, but I do have the ability with this remote to have it full power or half power. I have a dimming feature on it, and I also have a timer, so I can set a timer for 15, 30, 45, or 60 minutes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment in the comment section about what's your favorite thing about this remodel. There's a few things I would have done differently, but I'll share those with you in a different video. Here of course is the coffee bar area. Like I said, it has a new home, but it still has same great function. I just borrowed this bookcase from my office until I find a more permanent solution, but so far this is working out fantastically. Again, leave your comments in the comments section, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Hey, you're already here. You may as well subscribe and watch a few more videos while you're at it.